Introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Watson now to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Come on, let's go!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week: 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal.
And that's the way you get an opening drive going. Pick up the first down, convert on third down, and how about doing it old school style, doing it with a running play.
From the gun, here's Watson. Caught! It's the tight end, Kelsey. Touchdown, Broncos. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Carr to throw on second down. Over the middle here to Brown. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
After review of the play, the rookie on the field stands.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, it's Henderson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Here's Henderson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, last week, he found his way in the backfield from that linebacker position for 4 tackles for a loss. Another one there, first quarter.
Yeah, help me out, because we watched tape together before this game. We were watching what he did last week. Did that field tilt?
And the Broncos get there and take him down. And Carr seems to be in some pain. He's still down. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now a stoppage here for an injury. And, oh, boy, that looks to be the quarterback, Watson. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 27. How did he stay on his feet? A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shane Ray in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
To throw is Cook. Throwing on 3rd and long. Derek Wolfe in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And the Raiders have got him. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Osweiler. He is going to find Hill here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A good pickup there at 22. And they better put that ball to the side because with that catch, he's a new single-season receiving yards record holder.
What a fantastic year. And we saw it start early, didn't we, partner? Right out of the gate, we knew he was going to have a tremendous year, but who knew it would culminate in breaking this all-time record.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They go to Johnson again. Broke through some contacts, but unable to reach the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cook. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. Michael Crabtree's going to go. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they've got it here with a first down. Cook operating from the gun, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd down following the incompletion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Cook. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's Cook on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Forbath will put this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
We get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They go play action with Osweiler. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Set. Green, 39.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. That one goes for 36 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And McManus able to put it through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Cook to throw on 2nd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run with Henderson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Cook now, throwing on 3rd and long. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football. In
need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. Escaping the pressure. Now the ball's out. Osweiler lost it. And the Raiders have recovered.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. It's complete to Brown, right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Here we go now.
They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Screenplay, Johnson. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over, and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And now a first down following that long gain. From the gun, it's Osweiler. He's going to take a shot for the end. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The carry is Henderson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Broncos are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Raiders just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Broncos starting on their opening drive. The long ball will find its mark here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 18-yard line. Later on the drive, Kelsey's by himself here, and he capped off the 7-play drive with a score. Broncos is up now by 7. Now 1st and 10, Osweiler's got the completion through the middle, and he ends up at the 29-yard line before he stopped on the play. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll head back now to Denver for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Derek Wolfe 12th. In there for a milestone sack as it moves it past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132 and a half. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Throwing his car on third down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Following the fumble recovery, it's Osweiler. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Osweiler. Dancing to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Bruce Irvin in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Osweiler. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And McManus able to put it through, and the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession, and so far they've done a nice job of that.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big worry. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Henderson, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second down, here's Carr. His throw incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
To throw on third down. Carr, man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. 23 yards on the play.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Throwing on first down is Carr. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Raiders on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Hurry up, here we go. Leopard, Leopard. All right, now, look at 56.
Osweiler now off the bootleg. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Osweiler. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check, Patriot.
Osweiler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback who wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for... Rashad Perriman, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, Carr over the middle here to Brown. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Osweiler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On first down, Osweiler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Ellis in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, Johnson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. The Raiders on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Shotgun now for Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And down he'll go at the 25. Here's Marquette King now. He's been terrific so far. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the shotgun, Osweiler. Caught. It's Huff. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now Osweiler on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shane Ray in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Cooper was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Second down now after the incompletion. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Try it again on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Raiders on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Cooper's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. And as we count down to the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They've clinched the top spots on the road to the Super Bowl. It runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. The gun, it's Osweiler. This is Johnson, he's got it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. There's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. Screen play, McKinnon. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Duke Johnson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being...
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Carr to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. Back to throw, Carr. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. To throw is Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletion.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And Forbath will put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now he'll spike it here with 20 seconds to go on the clock. He would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that.
They're down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them